hearing this word mathematics, lot many children fear, right? So I really want to understand what is that biggest mistake students make nowadays in mathematics.
By the time they come in 9th and 10th standard, what I think is that the developing age, that is 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, that base has to be very strong. Until unless the child's base in 5th, 6th and 7th is strong, by the time they come in 9th, 10th or 11th and 12th, it becomes very difficult for them to cope.
How different is your academy than what other academies are providing?
See, first of all, we provide very personalized tuitions. Now, in my batch, 3 to 5 students are the maximum. I don't take beyond.
Is mathematics making children future ready?
Without maths, though, it's just not possible. There is no doubt. If you talk only about the mathematics subject, yes, definitely it is an integral part of our life and it is used practically in every sphere of life.
नमस्कार दोस्तों, आप सभी का स्वागत है एक सोच में। हर एपिसोड की तरह ये एपिसोड भी बहुत ज़्यादा खास होने वाला है बिकॉज आज हम बात करने वाले हैं एक इम्पॉर्टेंट सब्जेक्ट की, वो है मैथमेटिक्स। कहा जाता है मैथ्स का नाम सुनते ही बच्चे के दिमाग में एक फियर डेवलप हो जाता है, बट आज जो हमारे गेस्ट है परवेज नूर जी, उनके साथ हम इस टॉपिक पे बात करेंगे कि कैसे उन्होंने अपनी 25 प्लस इयर्स के एक्सपीरियंस से बच्चों को मैथ्स के लिए कॉन्फिडेंट डेवलप करवाया है। परवेज जी, वेलकम टू एक सोच, वन आइडिया दैट चेंज्ड योर लाइफ।
Thank you very much, ma'am. Teaching mathematics has always been my passion right from the beginning. Now, if I explain my journey, it can be considered to be pre-10th standard and post-10th standard. Pre-10th standard, I was inspired by my friend's mother. Lakshmi auntie is there, and my friend is Shyam Anantaraman. So she helped me cultivate this, passion. And post 10th standard, one of my professor is there, Mr. M.G. Malik. He helped me and he brought me into this profession. So the beginning has been right from the age of, you can say, 15 or 16, as far as teaching is concerned.
Wow.
Teaching is concerned, right? And then as things develop, so definitely I entered this field on a whole full-time basis, and I'm here in front of you.
Lovely. So welcome to you on Ek Soch, one idea that changed your life.
Thank you very much.
So
ma'am.
this show is about Ek Soch, right? Every time when I hear this word, I always feel that people's journey change with one Soch, right? One idea can change their entire life 360 degree. So what was that one idea that changed your life completely?
If I put it in a single phrase, then passion for teaching and passion especially for mathematics. So these are the two phrases that I would definitely attribute to which actually changed my life.
That's amazing. So you have been in this journey since 25 plus years.
Yes, absolutely right.
And you're enjoying this because this is your passion.
Absolutely
The
right.
most important thing which I fail to understand, hearing this word mathematics, lot many children fear, right? So I really want to understand what is that biggest mistake students make nowadays in mathematics.
By the time they come in 9th and 10th standard, what I think is that the developing age, that is 5th standard, 6th standard, 7th standard, that base has to be very strong. Until unless the child's base in 5th, 6th and 7th is strong, by the time they come in 9th, 10th or 11th and 12th, it becomes very difficult for them to cope.
Yeah, true.
Right? So the phobia is developed right in the primitive or the 5th, 6th and 7th standard.
Correct.
Right? So the teachers, those who are teaching this primary section, mathematics, it is their responsibility to cultivate the love and passion for mathematics. If you get a good teacher for 5th, 6th, 7th standard, then your journey is very simple and very smooth, you can say so.
But I've seen every teacher has their own ways of teaching.
Correct, absolutely.
Okay, through conceptual learning or maybe the tradition pattern of learning. So according to you, is mathematics difficult or teaching itself has a lot of role to play here?
No, mathematics, see, one thing is that mathematics has not changed over a period of time.
Yeah.
Right? Even hundreds of years back, whatever the concepts are there, the concepts are definitely going to be the same thing. Right? It is the teacher's responsibility to teach the child in such a way that he understands it, right? And he develops the love for that particular subject. Until unless that is there, it becomes very difficult for the child to get involved with the subject and develop that passion for it.
Correct.
That is where exactly the main focus should be.
Yeah, so ultimately the teaching methodology
is very important.
Correct,
That is
correct.
very important.
And that's how it can create a lot of
And
impact.
more practical knowledge, right? Instead of steps, actually the concept should be clarified. That is more important.
So you're teaching basically IG and IB board children,
Yes, absolutely.
right? What made you shift from, say, normal board to IGCSE or IB board?
Previously, I used to teach ICSE students, right? Then what happened is many parents, those who are NRIs, they used to come here during vacations. So they were my first students. So I used to go to Napensee Road, right? To certain industrialists from very big families actually. So that their children, they used to study in UK and they used to bring their textbook. So when I started teaching them, then I realized that yes, this particular way of teaching or this particular board is definitely much better as far as concepts are concerned, right? And then slowly during that same period, IG schools started coming up in India also.
Correct.
Right? So I got students right in Mumbai itself, and then slowly that things started moving forward.
So you're in this industry quite some time now, sir. So what do you think, like, talking about IGCSE, IB or ICSE or CBSE or say SSE board, okay, what needs to be changed when you talk about implementation of subject or bringing, like, subject which can be utilized in their lives as well?
See, when we talk about the Indian board and this international board, the basic difference is in the approach actually, right? International boards, they concentrate on concept learning, right?
True.
They do not restrict the students to follow a particular method. You
True.
can solve the same sum using any method, right? Of course, which is acceptable.
Absolutely, it should
and they are given marks according to that. Right? Another thing is that as far as international board is concerned, you have past papers along with the marking scheme uploaded on the net. So I have papers which almost they are 50 years old in fact.
Oh.
Right, almost 50, 47, 48, 49, 50, 1950s papers are also there with me. Right? Whereas Indian boards, they are much more, into rote learning, or the steps are more important.
True.
Correct? If you don't do in a particular method, then they lose marks. In Indian boards, you have to write the formula first. Suppose if you want to solve a Pythagoras theorem, then you have to write the Pythagoras formula and then solve it. Whereas all these things are not there in international board. Right? You can directly start solving. Of course, you have to use that formula, no doubt. Right? But there is no need to write that formula.
It's more logical.
The sums are also framed that way. Right? So kids are actually, that makes them think in fact.
Yeah, I agree.
Right? It is not step oriented also. Certain things you can skip and directly get because they do give marks for that.
Yeah. I can remember kind of my own experiences when I was a child. Like mathematics was one of my favorite subjects. I was always a topper.
Correct.
At two, what happened, my tuition teacher changed. Okay. And he was firm believer of rote methodology, like Nirale ऐसे ही steps लेने हैं, ऐसे ही जाना है, and it was so long, and end of the day I was very confused. And that year, like, it was disaster. From topper to somehow I don't know, maybe because learning, as you rightly said in beginning of our entire conversation, that teachers plays a very important role.
Yes, absolutely right.
Right. And I agree to the fact that Indian boards and international boards, the difference is rote learning and logical.
logical thing. And nothing much has changed since then, you can say so.
I
Now
agree.
also, right, Indian boards, they still focus on steps and writing the formula
I agree.
and still, whereas things should change now. And that it doesn't take much effort also or any new technology also to change that.
Absolutely.
Right? You can slowly change. Suppose 100-mark paper is there, you can just put 10 marks logical questions will be there, which are not from the textbook, or which will force the student to, this I'm talking about Indian board.
True.
Which will force the student to think. Say 5 marks, 10 marks, then slowly you can increase that. But that is not happening.
Correct.
Right? Of course, 2 plus 2 is 4 in all the boards. So we cannot say that this particular board is bad or that particular board is superior.
Correct.
Nothing of that sort. Right? Each board has its own merits as well as demerits. There is no doubt about it.
Correct.
But when we talk about making the child understand, and that's what we require in the present circumstances.
Yes.
And in the future also.
So, do you think, after lockdown, lot of things has changed in education? Right. Firstly, during lockdown, what was happening before lockdown, it was again it was very physical. After lockdown, India was not ready for hybrid method learning or online digital medium of learning. What do you think? What is your take in that? Like after lockdown, what has changed, and has it been improvised, or it is in delusion?
No. See, to be very frank, the lockdown batch, as we call, right, that 22 batch, they have suffered a lot. There is no doubt about it. Right? So offline is always superior to online. There is no doubt about it. Right? So those students, those who have come to 10th standard, 11th standard now, right, they find it very difficult. Right? So technology-wise, there is no doubt that lockdown has always been better, because we also came into Zoom classes and all these things. Even though I used to take online classes before that also, nearly 20 years back, on Skype. If you remember, the old times Skype we used to have Skype. Correct? So I used to take, it's not like that, but I never enjoyed that much. Right?
Being a teacher also, there was no connection.
That bonding was not there, that emotional this was, and we were not able to make out what mistakes the student is making. If he's sitting in front of me, just through their body language or through eye contacts also, we come to know, okay, what problem that child is facing. But when it is online, all these things go away. But then technology did help during lockdown. So without that, we would not, those 2 years would have gone just wasted. So it was technology which helped.
Correct. So it's very important. Hybrid pattern is very important. Physical and digital.
Certain things you can do on a digital platform. There is no doubt. Because I also have developed, many things on digital. Because even I have to keep myself updated.
Yes, true.
Right? So I have also developed that, even though I am not that much comfortable. Right? But then as time changes,
you have learned.
We have to learn. We have to learn.
Correct.
So as time changes, we have to change ourselves.
So, sir, you have produced a lot of toppers as well. Right? Children who are coming to you, they might have shown a tremendous, performance, and they might have been a topper after coming to you. So what difference does it make, being an average student to being a topper?
The main difference is understanding the concepts. That is very important. Another is rigorous practice. Without that, though, it is just not possible. Rigorous practice means at least, half an hour per day. If you're talking about 9th and 10th standard, that is the IGCSE part. So right from 9th standard, we have to start practicing at least half an hour per day. If you're talking about A levels, then right from AS level. Your base should be very clear. Parents' support is also very important, because parents play a very integral part.
Correct.
See, we are there with the students for maybe 1 hour, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. Right? Parents are there 24/7. Parents' role is very important. Another thing that I would suggest is that they should be doing variety of sums. Right?
If suppose they should keep practicing.
Yes, and variety. What happens is, many students or many parents or many teachers also, what they feel is a particular topic is there, 10 sums of those on that particular topic, similar type. so that the child practices, right? But that's not the right way, right? Similar sums, but there has to be variety.
Correct.
Because in international board, what happens is questions are not repeated. There is no set pattern. The way we have it in Indian board, suppose we have 10 chapters, then the marks and weightage and everything is clearly given. Whereas in international board, that is not there. That is not there. So we cannot say, okay, for trigonometry, we are definitely going to have a question of 10 marks, right?
Okay.
Or if it's a logarithm, then we are going to have a question of 5 marks. Or if it is quadratic equation, then we are going to have a question of 7 marks. That we cannot predict. So it becomes very difficult to predict, right? But
so they have to be ready.
So they have to be ready as far as all the topics are concerned.
Correct.
Right. So, and we make them practice. And I have developed test series also for them.
Wow.
And this test series, the questions in the test series are not from past papers. They are exactly like board, because board papers are not going to be repeated.
Correct.
They are never repeated.
True.
In international boards, they don't repeat the questions which are already there. Right. But then, so I give them questions which they have never practiced in the school or whether in the class.
Wow, that's amazing.
So if the child does say 5 to 6 or 7 test series, that is more than sufficient. And we prepare question papers exactly like the board papers.
Wow.
Exactly. Printing, everything is like the board.
So basically, IGCSE is preparing students to use their brain, basically.
Absolutely
right. It's not everything pre-decided when they have to go and appear for examination like ICSE or CBSE does. And that is where even I love the curriculum and the kind of, teaching when boards are concerned.
That is what IGCSE or international board, whether it is IGCSE, ASA level or IBDP, that is the main differentiating factor.
Yeah.
Here, the child is made to think out of the box.
Yes.
Right? How to solve problems. Right? And that is what, and solving this or acquiring this skill of solving problem is not only for mathematics. Right? This helps them in other subjects also, and in the practical way, other walks of life also.
Correct. True.
Right? So they develop that mentality. That helps them a lot.
So that's very important. Now, talking about, there's a lot of talk about, say, the toppers study a lot. According to you, what's the reality? Do they study a lot or they study smart?
More than studying a lot, I think so. Consistency is very important. Right? So there are students, those who study a lot, 5 hours, 6 hours. After the school, I'm talking about 5 hours, 6 hours, 7 hours, right? But still, they are not able to go beyond, say, 70% or something like that.
Okay.
Whereas, but then they are not consistent in that. Whereas toppers, they are very much consistent and they plan out everything.
They are disciplined.
Right? Disciplined. And if planning is done properly, then definitely you can achieve very good grades in this.
Correct.
Without planning, and of course, parental support and all these things are to be considered.
So
school support is there.
So according to you, what basically you suggest? Like, students should keep studying for 7 hours, 8 hours, or maybe entire day is gone. Once they go to school and they come back and then they have tuitions, entire day is gone.
Yes. No, what I suggest is I'm talking about mathematics, and this is applicable to other subjects also. So on an average, they have 6 subjects. So even if they devote half an hour for each subject, right? So there are certain subjects they do not require everyday practice. Correct. Maths requires, no doubt, at least half an hour's practice is required, right? So every alternate day or every day, but consistently, if they do it for 2 years, the result is tremendous.
Correct.
Right? And that satisfaction that the parents draw, that we draw, and the student also, right? It's a big achievement for them. So that is definitely
correct. So what is your personal methodology when you teach students of IGCSE or IB board?
Correct. Or AS level. So what we do is we start explaining them the concepts. If the child is weak, I try to brush up with their 5th, 6th, 7th standard knowledge also. right? So that at least they have that fundamental knowledge of, and they can proceed forward. And on each topic, I give them worksheets. Each topic, so I have nearly, for IGCSE, if we talk about, nearly 45-50 topics I have segregated it, and on each topic I have at least 20 sums, right? So it becomes almost 800,000 sums. This is, I'm talking about practice, right? Addition to that, we have past papers, and in addition to that, in 10th standard we have the test series. So this prepares them thoroughly. And we follow the school thing also, whatever school homework is given, so we help them in that also.
So you have students who are still struggling after so much of practices or after being very consistent?
No, there are definitely, because we have to be very frank. In spite of doing all these things, there are always students those who are struggling, right? But then the amount of struggle comes down a lot, right? So if he has been struggling, say 100% previously, that we bring that down to 60%, 50%, 40%. But as time passes by, it disappears.
So IGCSE or IB, say international board for that matter, they don't believe in examination as such, right? I mean, there is no such concept of examination, hardcore examination.
No, for lower classes, there is not much stress on examination. But for higher classes, that is 9th and 10th standard, definitely examination and percentage is an integral part. It is an integral part, even for AS-A level. Because see, what happens is, no doubt we do say, percentage is not that important, or extracurricular activities are important, no doubt. But when we go for higher studies, the first thing that is seen is percentage. No doubt, a lot of weightage is there.
Correct.
Right? So we cannot say that the percentage or grades are not important. Grades are important. Apart from that, any extracurricular activity that adds up to your portfolio.
Correct.
And that helps you secure admission, because I have students those who were not that much great in studies. They got 80-85% like that.
Wow.
And they are going to some very good universities. In fact, in USA, in UK, Canada is there, right? And then Australian universities are there, Singaporean universities there. Right? So it works out that way. But percentage is definitely important.
So they
to a large extent. Not everything, but to a large extent.
It is very important for them to focus. So 5th, 6th standard, I guess they have this checkpoints as well.
Checkpoint, that is known as checkpoint. And there the stress is less, no doubt. Right? But then individually schools, they give separate worksheets to them, so that they are ready for 9th and 10th standard. There is no doubt about it.
Correct. So it's very important, right?
Because
from day one, if you start.
I have taught in Podar International School, so they do consider, Dr. Vandana ma'am is there. She is very particular about that. That 5th, 6th standard, 7th standard should be the base, and they start IGCSE right in 8th standard itself. Podar starts IGCSE in 8th standard itself, whereas other schools they start in 9th standard. So they have that 1 year advantage. That's the thing.
So do you think, like, after going to tuitions and studying and, allotting a lot of time also, students of IGCSE or maybe IB board are still struggling in this particular subject?
If they get the right teacher, when I say right teacher, that means a teacher, one who is acquainted with the curriculum, one
and
who
the concept.
And the concepts, and one who knows the pattern. As far as international pattern is concerned, then there won't be any problem. There shouldn't be any problem. Maybe he will take some time, 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, but he will come out of that, right? But then the main problem with the parents, the problem is here with the parents, not with the child, is that they choose teachers without verifying whether they are acquainted with the IGCSE syllabus or not. So they do not know that.
Correct.
They feel that yes, maths is there, so anybody can teach, right? It's not that way. Each teacher is good enough, no doubt. But then whether that particular teacher is able to teach IGCSE, AS-A level or IBDP, that is what exactly we have to see. Now, I have, as you said, 25 years of experience, no doubt. I have taught ICSE also. But my last ICSE student was almost 20 years back. Now, if you tell me to teach ICSE student, then I may not be a good teacher.
Correct.
Right? So that is where exactly we stand.
Correct.
Right? So if some parent is there, one who is in ICSE and they want tuitions, then I am not the right person. It's like that.
So identifying a right
teacher is very important.
Subject matter expert and the
subject matter. Subject to practically everybody knows that.
Yeah.
It's not that way. A maths teacher is a maths teacher, whether it's any board. But as far as the board thing is concerned, and then anticipating, okay, this is how it's going to work out. That is very important. That is very important.
I totally get this.
This is the exact reason why actually students are not able to come out. And by the time they come to me, rather, right, it's too late, because they are almost through 9th standard. Many students, they take admission after 9th standard. By that time, we have to complete 9th standard, 10th standard portion in one whole year. Then we have to make them practice. It becomes difficult.
So how do you make that certain changes if a child is coming to you in 9th and 10th grade?
9th and 10th is the best, because if he's coming in 9th, I am also relaxed, and I can mold him according to what I feel is required. Right? When the problem arises when the child comes in 10th standard.
Okay.
The problem arises when because 10th standard, as it is a truncated year, because the exams are in Feb, right? And 2 mock tests are there, so we have to complete a lot of portions. So we have to work hard on students, those who come in 10th standard or those who come directly in 12th standard.
Correct.
Right? But of course, one of the ways is, we give a lot of time to them. I make them sit for 3 hours, 4 hours at my place, right? And the child has to be hardworking, because he has to complete the 9th standard. If he joins in 9th standard, then he also enjoys at a regular pace. I also enjoy. Then we can do a lot of things. But if he comes in 10th or 12th directly, then it becomes a bit difficult. Then we are not able to extract the maximum that is that he has the potential.
So how do you identify that this child particularly needs a lot of time or a lot of practice? Okay, because you're a teacher, I'm sure that from day 1 to day, within a few days or few months, you'll be able to identify this child is kind of a weak child or he needs a lot of practice.
No, what happens is whenever a child comes for admission, right, I have certain worksheets, basic worksheets, right, worksheets related to decimals, multiplication, addition, right, and basic algebra. I give them the worksheet without talking, right? As soon as the parents settle down, I give them the worksheet. I tell the child to solve it. Within that 15-20 minutes, I come to know where he actually stands. And these are all basic worksheets. These are not actually high-end worksheets or something. I'm not testing whether he knows the subject or not. I'm testing his presentation, right? Because this skill is very important. Basic concepts should be known. Rest is my responsibility.
Correct.
Right? Now in 9th and 10th, I cannot teach him tables. I cannot teach him, multiplication and ratios and, addition, subtraction. These things I cannot teach.
As you rightly said, their concept should be very clear. But I've come across a lot of students, of 9th standard, 10th standard, or maybe A level, AS level. I've seen that, they keep memorizing formulas. What is your take in that?
Certain formulas should be memorized, right? But then what happens is, for AS and A level, they give a booklet, formula booklet. So you don't need to memorize the formula. I'll come to that point once again. In IGCSE also, since last 2-3 years, they have started giving one whole page of formulas. Right? So the first page are all the name and everything, and the second page is of formulas only. So the formulas are already given by the board. Remember that. Okay? But then how to apply these formulas in the sum? The trick is there actually. So once again we come to that concept. So for example, area of a circle formula is given in the formula sheet. Area of a circle is pi r square. That everybody knows it, as well as it is clearly written in the formula sheet. Right? But then the question will not be about circle. that will be about a sector.
Ah,
So how you are going to find out the area of a particular sector? That formula is not there in the what you say formula sheet,
correct.
right?
So here your logic will play a
Logic,
lot of
and
impact.
in the formula sheet, one circle formula is there, one cylinder formula is there, and one cone formula is there. Whereas in the question paper, they might draw up a figure wherein the base is a cone, then on top of it there is a circle or a sphere, and on top of it there is a cone. Then what you will do, right? So for that you need logic. So memorizing formula is not going to help you much, right? Certain things definitely is needed. Like in what you say,
Your logic is more
your
important.
logic is
Yeah.
more important. Understanding the what you say question, what is asked, right? Reading the question twice, that will definitely help the child a lot.
Correct. So when we were conversing, sir, I also realized that you are also teaching global students, right? I really want to understand, how different is their mindset.
See, global students, those who are Indians and residing outside India. So, there is a saying that we can go out of India, right? But India cannot go out of us.
Correct.
So, the students, those who
Rightly
are
said.
correct, so those who are Indians and residing there, right? So, nothing much is changed. But then those who are foreigners, right? Yeah, I'm talking about whites and, those are pure foreigners. They are much more intelligent. There is no doubt about it.
Is it?
Right? Their understanding, right? And that is much more intelligent. Another thing is that they don't take, all heavy subjects. For example, if suppose an AS A level student is there in UK, an Indian, he is going to take, mathematics, accounts, physics, this type. Whereas they don't take that. If they want to take mathematics, they will take mathematics. English is compulsory. This I'm talking about AS and A. Maths and English is there. Then they will take some sports ka subject, some arts, right? So they get a lot of free time for that. But then doing maths with them and doing maths with Indians, right? They are two different things because they come up with all different sorts of methods also, which even we find it difficult to, follow. Okay, this is also a way to do it. But then they are also very hardworking. No doubt about it.
Correct. So that's how they are different. Right?
That's how they are different. That is how.
Correct.
And they don't have too many, this studying wala subject. They take other additional subject which are arts and sports or something like that. They go for it also.
So we have also studied mathematics. I belong to SSC board. Okay. But I never find it very interesting. Like when you talk about, is mathematics making children future ready?
Without maths, though, it's just not possible. There is no doubt, right? If you talk only about the mathematics subject, yes, definitely it is an integral part of our life and it is used practically in every sphere of life.
Absolutely.
This I'm talking about mathematics. Now the topic is, the main problem is the educators or those who are in charge of education, right? They should come up with something wherein actually the child, develops this liking for mathematics. It should not be viewed as a subject.
Correct.
Right? They should develop the textbooks and all these things. They have to develop in such a way. This, whether we are talking about the SSC, the state boards, or whether we are talking about CBSE, whether we are talking about ICSE, right? Certain portion to definitely they have to devote for logical thinking. There is no doubt about it.
Correct. So more emphasis should be given on logical thinking. Yeah.
Everything related to the subject, the portion only, but then something logical. Because as soon as what happens is in Maharashtra board, what happens is as soon as a logical question, suppose if we give them, then they will immediately raise objection that this is out of the portion.
Yes, you're right.
There is no such thing out of the portion in international board.
Correct. You need to be ready.
You need to be ready with everything. You need to be ready with everything. Of course, whatever is there in the syllabus related to that only it is going to be answered. But you cannot question them, okay, you have taught us triangle and now we are equilateral triangle and now you are asking about isosceles triangle. You cannot say that.
Correct.
A triangle is a triangle. Then in any form they can ask.
True. You
Right.
need to be more logical in
Right.
answering that.
It's that way.
So let's talk about international boards, okay? Talking about IGCSE and IB board, okay? How both the boards are different when you talk about mathematics as a subject.
When we talk about IGCSE AS level,
Yeah.
correct? Right? IGCSE and AS level, they AS is an extension of IGCSE. And IBDP, of course, the board is a totally different board. It's based in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Right? Now, when we talk about AS and A level, it is much more in depth. It is much more in depth. Whereas IBDP, what you say, it is much more extensive, you can say so.
Okay.
Right? As compared to AS level, IBDP is much more practical.
Okay.
Right? And there are other things also which are there in IBDP, which are not there in AS.
AS level.
AS A level is just examination focus, whereas IBDP is much more practical, and all other things are also included in.
So according to you, like, if you talk about IBDP, okay, what are they particularly testing in children?
No, in both the things they are testing logic. There is no doubt. The degree changes, right? In IBDP, the testing of logic, as far as is concerned, is at a higher scale as compared to ASA level.
Correct.
Right? But that's the only thing. The rest, everything is more or less the same. The topics also, majority of the topics are similar. Similar only. Right? Approach definitely differs, but then majority of the topics are similar. ASA level is much more in-depth.
Okay.
That's the thing.
Okay. So, I mean, it's very important to understand the difference between both the
yes.
boards.
Before the student actually or the parents, they take a decision, right? They have to understand whether ASA level is good or IBDP is good for their student, their child, right?
Correct.
And what they plan to do in future.
Correct.
Right? So each board has its, as I said, each board has its own merits and demerits.
So Parvez, sir, you've taught in a lot of international schools. How was your experience?
Not lots of. I have taught in 3 international schools.
Wow.
Right? One is Billabong International at Santa Cruz. And I have learned a lot from Miss Nikhat Azam. She was the principal over there, how to manage the school, right? And her communication skills were definitely superior. So even though after having so much experience, we get to learn from. So I attribute my, communication skills to her, no doubt. Then I joined Podar International School also. Dr. Mrs. Vandana Lula, fabulous, no doubt. Her management skills, I will definitely always be, what you say, I wish to express my gratitude to her because I have learned a lot of management skills from her. You can say so that I worked there for a couple of years. I have completed my unofficial MBA from her.
Oh,
right? So we can say the only thing is that she has not yet given me the certificate, right? So that's the thing. So definitely. And then I have taught as a guest lecturer at Rosemary International also.
Wow.
Right? So Rose ma'am was there. Now she's no longer there, but then that was also a very good experience. And at present, I am associated with one group. Those who plan to start international schools outside Mumbai, that is in tier 2, tier 3 cities.
Oh, wow.
Right? So I'm working with them. They're trust. Let's see how it works out.
Wow, that's amazing. You've done amazing. Like, I'm meeting a teacher who itself says that I've also learned a lot of things wherever I've been.
No, definitely.
And that is the USP of being a teacher or a guru.
And as soon as you stop learning, then you are no longer there.
Correct.
Right? You have to continuously learn.
True.
You have to continuously learn, and that's how we develop our skills also.
And also having that gratitude.
Yes,
wherever
definitely.
you have been there, you have learned something, and your gratitude enough to say that.
Dr. Mrs. Vandana Lulla, Podar International School director and principal, right? I don't have words to thank her, right? Because that much I have learned from her. and of course Nikhat ma'am is there, right? These two have been very solid behind me, helping me out, right? And wherever we made mistakes, or rather I made mistakes, these people were always there to correct me,
Correct.
right? In a very subtle manner, but then always there.
Correct.
Right.
So I really want to understand, sir, like going forward, what are your future plans for Orbit Academy?
Right now, as far as Orbit Academy is concerned, we are in conversation with certain universities, right? We are planning to bring those courses here, short-term courses, right? So let's see now. It's going to take a year or year and a half, right? But then these short-term courses, or those can be done in India itself or through correspondence, right? Let's see now. That's the future. Of course, tuitions are there, no doubt, but that's what actually we are looking out for in another 1.5 years.
So you started as a teacher, right? You were teaching in different schools. You have trained lot of children, and then you started your Orbit Academy. I really want to understand how different is your academy than what other academies are providing.
See, first of all, we provide very personalized tuitions. Now, in my batch, 3 to 5 students are there maximum. I don't take beyond 5 students, right? Timings are also unlimited. If the child is weak, then we make him sit 3 hours, 4 hours. If that depends upon his capability,
depends on the practice.
on his capacity, there is no doubt, right? And worksheets, apart from the past papers, the other worksheets that we give, that also plays a very important role, because worksheets are prepared according to the needs and capability of the child. So the worksheet given to Mr. A may be different as compared to given to B.
Okay.
Right? Because A and B are two different persons.
Correct.
Right? So it's like that. So this way, that's the reason why year after year we have been getting very good results.
Yeah.
In fact.
Correct.
Right? So Orbit Academy, I have started before. In fact, I started teaching in schools.
So it's very much, I can say, personalized way of teaching and learning.
Yes, very
right?
personalized.
Where a child feels more comfortable and he or she is able to absorb the concept well.
And they become very friendly also, and they don't have that hesitation also. Because only 4 or 5 minutes, that means we are just sitting next to each other.
Correct.
You can say so.
So you have also taught a lot of celebrities, right?
Celebrity kids, rather.
You have taught a lot of celebrity kids. So what difference does it make while teaching a celebrity child and a child who is not a celebrity?
No, for us, as teachers, we cannot distinguish between a celebrity child or a regular child. So for us, everybody is the same. But many outsiders, they feel that celebrity kids means they might be having a lot of tantrums, it might be throwing, or that nepotism thing and all these things. But whomsoever I have taught, some of the best celebrities kids that I have taught, that I have not seen, because the parents have been very focused wherever I have gone.
Correct.
Right? The parents have been very focused, and they expect that from the kids also.
Yeah.
Right? So nothing much is there for us. They both are students, right? And
so there is no pressure.
No pressure. Pressure in the sense that they want them to perform. Marks should be there. That pressure is
so
there.
That is a priority.
That is the priority. There is no doubt about it. So just because celebrity is there, to there is a saying ke bhai પછી તો ગલ્લા પર જ બેસવાનું છે કરીને. That type of thing is there.
Yeah.
So that type of thing is not there, in fact.
So it is just a perception.
That is a wrong perception, in fact. I used to go to Millat Nagar at one place. So just imagine at what time I used to go in the morning. 7 o'clock I used to go there in the morning. And the child used to be ready before me.
Wow.
Right? 7 to 8:30 I used to teach and then come back. So just imagine if a child is ready by 7 o'clock.
Correct.
So that is that. And she was a child of a celebrity. It's not like that.
So it's just a perception.
No, that is a perception.
Absolutely same. They are also focused, and they also want performance.
Yes, they want performance, because that is, and they are very focused, in fact, much more focused than regular parents.
Correct.
It's like that. Many a time that is.
Correct.
Right? They are much more focused than regular parents, because they know, okay, their career and all these things, whatever the kids, the parents are, whether there is acting, whether it's cricket, or whether it is any other profession, That so they are secured there.
Correct.
But then an educated person, one who is entering that particular profession, is definitely going to be superior than a person who is not that much educated.
Correct.
That they have realized.
Hmm.
That they have realized.
So they are much more disciplined in a
Much
way.
more disciplined, timing wise, or no tantrums, nothing like that. Of course, we joke around and all these things are there. Now also a couple of celebrity kids are coming to my place, in fact, for teaching.
Oh wow,
right?
that's
So,
amazing.
No doubt about it. That
so
they
there
have
is
their
no
own
difference.
No, there is no difference, and the parents are very
it's just
focused.
a perception that
That's
celebrity
that's
का बेटा है तो बहुत tantrums रहेंगे.
नहीं नहीं
which
ऐसा
is not
कुछ नहीं बल्कि हम लोगों के ऊपर प्रेशर होता है, because there we have to
you need to give
हाँ
results.
give results. That's the thing.
So talking about children who looking at number itself, they get that phobia or they get that fear. What should they do when they get rid of fear of learning mathematics?
Oh, that is a very difficult question, because there is no fixed theory like that which can solve this problem, right? But then once they understand what is to be done, that's what actually I feel. Once they start doing it, as soon as they cover up each and every topic, then they start learning it, loving it, and doing it. Just a few 1.5 months back, there is one student from Billabong student, she joined, right? She was there only for 1 month, no doubt about it. She was performing very badly, but then after the exams, when I asked the parents, how is she doing, right? Well, this is the first time the child said that no, I've done mathematics very nicely. So they sent me a message also, WhatsApp message. No, I feel this is the first time she said that I've done the paper very nicely.
Correct.
So that's how actually. There is no, I don't think so, there is any research or anything wherein we can, take out that phobia of mathematics. Or for that matter, any other subject also.
So it's just...
Once you start acquiring knowledge, once we know, okay, what is going on, then...
I guess once you start understanding the concept well, it becomes very easy for a child without even, practicing sometimes. अगर logic लगा दिया ना तो मुझे लगता है हो जाता है.
And that is not only for maths, that is for other things also. That is for other things also. When new laptops or when new computers came, the old people, they found it very difficult.
Yeah.
But once they understand it, then...
So, sir, do you want to say something to parents, like, who most of the time pressurize child to study or to make them learn? Do you want to say something to them?
The only advice that I would give to the parents, I'm talking about the parents, is that don't force the child to study. Make the child love the subject.
Yeah.
Right? Once they start loving the subject, your 90% of the problem is solved. Go for a teacher, one who is conversant with the syllabus, one who is conversant with the board, right? The methodology of correcting papers, right? Once all these problems are solved, your child is definitely, there is no way that the child is not going to perform. He's definitely going to.
Correct. So that is very important, right? I believe that, once you rightly said that they should enjoy in what they are doing.
Yes, absolutely.
They should have fun with the subject.
Correct, absolutely.
It's not the pressure with the subject.
Yes.
Right? And parents should actually understand. And I've seen this most of the time, not only with ICSE or CBSE board parents.
This is across the board.
Across the board.
Across the board, across the subject also. Right? There are people, those who like physics, those who do not like. Certain students like biology. Certain students do not like. So that is applicable to all the subjects, and that's not only for mathematics. But as I said, finding the right teacher is the most important. That is important.
True.
Knowledge every teacher will have. And then another important thing is, bonding with the student. Once that bonding happens, then things become easier.
Correct. I believe that, wherever you go, teacher plays a very important role. बोलते हैं ना, गुरु का role बहुत important होता है. Right? Without a right guider, it's not easy for a child to have a safe ride.
Correct. That's why we need gurus. But without gurus, but then we have to get the right guru. That is also very important.
Correct.
You have to get the right guru. That is also very important.
And that's why you rightly said that, identifying the right teacher.
Correct. That is very important. See, every teacher knows, as far as subject is concerned, they know the subject. There is no doubt. There is no teacher which is bad actually. Irrespective of whichever subject is there, whichever board is there. No teacher is bad. No teacher will say about no, my student should not get marks.
Correct.
Right? But then, there is a disadvantage when you don't know the the board pattern or.
Yeah,
So
correct.
that is where that thing comes
But the
up.
teacher has not researched well.
Well, she is not conversant also.
So,
Right.
sir, if you get a chance to, change something in Indian education or Indian board, what would you like to change? Or what would you like to implement? Rather, I would say implement. Not
It's
change
very
it.
difficult. See, the textbooks and everything, so it's a very high case. The educators can do it. What I suggest is, suppose 100 marks paper is there. Keep 10 marks out of that. That can be anything related to the syllabus. Thinking question. So once, even if those 10 marks are there, for those 10 marks, the students will definitely do little bit much beyond what is required.
Correct.
Of course, the 10 mark question should be from the syllabus only. It's not that way, it should be outside the syllabus. Right? But 10% of the mark, if it's a 100 mark paper, 10 marks. If it's 80 marks, then 8 marks or something, wherein actually thinking questions should be there.
Correct.
Right? Whichever board it is, thinking question should be there. Logical question should be there.
Correct.
Otherwise, though, it will be very difficult.
So it means making a child thinking out of the box, not making them, sit in their comfort zone all the time.
Correct. And stressing more on formulas and steps, right? That should not be there.
Yeah.
Let them come up with methods. Same sum can be done with 2-3 different methods.
Yeah.
Right? So don't stick to that. Don't make it compulsory. No, it has to be done this way only because it is there in the textbook.
Yeah, but this happens, sir.
This happens. But this should not happen. As you said,
should
you
not
wanted me
happen.
to change something.
Yeah.
So this is where actually the changes should happen.
Even I believe that, this should change because most of the time what we have observed, even my child is in grade 4th, but most of the time what I've observed is teacher has that particular pattern of doing that particular sum, and they also expect the same thing from a child. Whereas the answer is right. End of the day, with different methods also, answer is right, but then the methodology, what they expect is the same.
They should not be penalized for that.
Yeah.
They should not be penalized for that. Of course, if the child is comfortable with any method, they should go with it. Nothing wrong in that. That's where actually these international boards are there.
Yeah.
You can use any method, right? If you're coming, of course, acceptable methods.
Correct.
Right? Which are logically correct.
Yeah.
And then come to the right answer or right conclusion. Definitely you are awarded for that. And the teachers are trained for that also.
Correct.
So each international student teacher, they don't have that, block in their mind, it has to be done in a particular manner. They accept all the methods and they are taught all the methods, they refer to all the methods.
Correct.
So any child, because see, we have to correct papers around the world, right? So the thinking or the mindset of an Indian student is different than the mindset of a Singapore student.
Yes.
Or a student from the Middle East or from USA or UK.
Correct.
Right? We have to see all 360 degrees we have to see.
Yeah, the teaching methodology cannot be same for all because you need to identify. Yeah.
And we have to know that.
We
have to know that.
Correct.
That way.
So thank you so much, sir. We had a wonderful conversation. Now we are heading towards our rapid fire round. So whatever questions I'm going to ask you, you need to answer in one word.
Okay.
Are we ready for it?
Yes, definitely.
All right then. Maths or science?
Maths, of course. Right?
Yeah, because you're a subject matter expert.
Yes, that's my...
IG or IB?
We can start with IG. Then AS and A level IB, that they can decide.
Correct. Online or offline teaching?
Offline, of course.
Formula or concept?
Concepts are definitely important.
Calculator or mental math?
A combination of both.
True.
Combination of both.
So how you have been? Strict teacher or friendly teacher?
No, I'm strict in certain cases.
Mixture of both.
Yes, a mixture of both. But I'm very much comfortable. Students are also comfortable with me. There is no doubt about it. We joke around a lot.
Correct. So people always have this perception, no, that board exams are scary. So according to you, is it scary or easy?
No, we make them easy
Hmm.
by giving them test series, because in test series what happens is we take them to a school
Hmm.
or a neutral place wherein an exact replica of the board papers are given to them,
Correct.
right? So if they write 5-6 papers like this, so then the fear, because see, the fear is always of the unknown,
Yeah.
not of the known.
Correct.
So once they get acquainted with the method, no, so then it's for the board day paper, it's a board examination day, it's just like any other paper,
Correct.
and they get to solve unknown questions which they have never solved before.
Correct.
So it becomes helpful for them.
So, sir, one last question. If you have to say something for mathematics in just one word.
Mathematics in one word is, you can say, knowledge, passion, and practice. Without that, though, it's just not possible.
Correct.
You have to have knowledge of the subject, you have to love that subject, you have to have passion, and after having both these things, you have to go on practicing. Even if I don't practice for a couple of years, I'll forget.
Correct. Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that.
It's absolutely right.
Correct. No, it's like that.
Once you stop practicing, so for example, if I talk about myself, I've learned geometry, algebra, but I don't know where am I using this in my life, right? So practice is of course very important, and that's how you understand कि ये जो आप सीख रहे हो वो कहाँ utilize करने वाले हो आप.
नहीं, वो बहुत से लोग पूछते हैं कि x plus y the whole square कहाँ यूज होगा. नहीं, ऐसा नहीं है, वो आपको इस कमरे में भी यूज हो रहा है.
Exactly, that's what I'm saying. That logically we are not thinking कि ये चीजें कहाँ यूज हो रही है.
तो many students they ask me, अरे सर ये आप x plus y cosine rule sine rule कहाँ यूज होगा करके, but that's not a fact actually. Correct. We use all these things in our day-to-day life.
Yes.
I'm not talking about building buildings and all these things also.
Correct.
While we are having food, while we are making chapati, right? Whether we are cooking food, we are talking to someone, while we are drinking water, everything,
yes,
right? To a certain extent, maths is used there, and of course, other things are also used.
Absolutely.
Right? So we cannot escape without mathematics. Without mathematics. Right? So it becomes almost, whether you are on earth or you want to go to the moon, we need maths.
Thank you so much, sir, for being here. We had an amazing conversation. One last message for our platform, Ek Soch.
I came across Ek Soch. I was really impressed by the content, right? And what you say, people, those who have actually attended this podcast, we have gained a lot of knowledge through them. And the conversation has always been very, very cordial and in a very informative manner, right? And I wish good luck to all your staff, especially Nirale ma'am, right? And I think so in coming months or so, this should go at a very high level. It should become more popular, right? That's what actually I feel.
Thank you so much. All your blessings coming from you means a lot to us. And thank you so much for your kind words, sir.
Thank you very much, ma'am.
Thank you so much once again. And to all the audience, do consider maths as a fun. Please do not take any pressure, because maths can be more logical and interesting, because whatever you'll do, you need a calculation. And without logic, there is no calculation. And if you want to study math in a fun way and in a logical way, now you know whom you need to approach, Parvez sir. So thank you so much once again. Do watch this entire episode, especially for parents and teachers who feel that, their students are not able to cope up with this subject. Do reach out to Parvez sir, and he will be able to solve all your queries at a right time, at a right place. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and watch this entire episode. Thank you. Have a good day.